Hey guys, OFD checking in here, and today I just kind of wanted to revisit the Vostok, and hence the name Revisiting the Vostok for the name of the video. But recently I had a viewer make a comment on, I think it was one of my Vostok videos, saying, hey Aaron, it's been a long time since you have bought this watch. It'd be great to kind of have a catch up and find out what you think about the watch, if you've worn it, if you keep wearing it and stuff like that. So I thought it was a great idea. And if you guys do want to go back, I do have, I think, two Vostok videos. One was a different case model than this that I picked up, and that I actually gave to another YouTuber out there, and he did some reviews on it. But this one actually, this is my 420 case. This is the original Vostok I bought. And actually, look at this, guys. I got a naked wrist today with a big giant tan line because I've been wearing this watch actually for the last couple days since the viewer made a comment. I thought it was kind of cool, and I wanted to bust out my Vostok and wear it again. So, but you guys, yeah, I've had this watch. I want to say I picked it up right around the beginning of the summer of 2016. So I've had the watch for over a year now, well over a year. I think it was June or July that I picked it up. But I still am as in love with this watch as I was the day I got it. The looks of it, the uniqueness of the Vostok design. I don't know what it is, guys, about Vostok watches, but it seems like there's a lot of people out there that have a real soft spot in their heart for these watches, including myself. I don't know if it's just the industrial design, the fact that when the Russians were putting these watches together, they didn't have all the tools a lot of other manufacturers were using. So they use some really unique practices that make the watch very different and unique from everything else out there. So this is the 420 case. I picked this one up, like I said, around the beginning of summer of 2016, and I've worn it quite a bit, guys. The acrylic crystal would probably be, it's kind of a downfall, but kind of a cool thing on this watch. I like the warmness and the classic look of a synthetic or an acrylic crystal like this watch has on it, but they are very prone and susceptible to scratches. I've kept this one in pretty good shape. Now, it does get micro scratches on it every once in a while, and I use a little bit of toothpaste to just kind of clean it up and rub it out. I do have one pretty good bump here on the crystal at the 1 o'clock position that I could easily polish out, but I'm not really that worried about it, to be honest with you guys. Bezel, still working like it should on this watch. It hasn't locked up on me or done anything funky. I mean, granted, it's not a spring-loaded bezel or anything like that, but, it's just such a cool watch. Now, recently, if you guys watch a lot of the videos, and I do, anytime a video comes up on a Vostok, I tend to tune into it. I tend to watch it. I recently watched Neil Rogers did a video on the seals, on putting, I think it was a silicone rubber that he got, a really cool video on how to seal these watches up really good. And also, Just One More Watch has been doing some modifications to these. Love watching those videos. I get sucked into Vostok videos whenever they're on. I don't know what it is, guys, but a lot of us watch people are like that with these watches. So the watch has been keeping really good time. If you guys know, in the beginning when I first got this watch, it was running quite a bit fast. I did, through watching other videos out there in the YouTube world, I was able to figure out how to, regulate this thing. There's a little lever in the movement there, and if you move it, back or forth, depending on whether you want to speed the watch up or slow it down. Super sensitive, that little lever. I realized that the first time I moved it, I was like, holy moly, I really changed the time on this watch. Now I've got it running pretty doggone good. Runs about 5 seconds a day slow, so I'm probably going to mess with it just a little more, try to get it even closer to perfect. Now, could be, something to do with the positions I'm setting the watch down at night or something like that, but, overall, minus 5 seconds a day is really nothing to laugh about. I mean, it's a good timekeeping little watch. So, for a watch that's been around for a year, slight scratches. Now, you guys know me. I am a watch collector, and I have quite a assortment of watches, this just being one of the watches in the collection. So my watches do tend to stay pretty doggone clean, but very cool. I love my Vostok still. You guys can see I have it on an 18 millimeter, one of the new canvas Barton straps. I love their straps. I've got these things on so many of my watches sitting around right now. Very comfortable. Great addition to any Vostok. Yeah, if you guys like 18 millimeter, I have some of Barton's silicone straps and also these canvas straps in 18 millimeter, and they are some of my favorites. The quick release buckle system just makes strap changes an ease without scratching your watch up or anything like that. I really like them. So Guys, if you are contemplating picking up a Vostok, take it from a guy that's a complete watch nut. I think it's just something you definitely need to have in the collection. And there are enough case designs out there for you guys to choose from to really find what you like as far as the case designs, date, no date, stuff like that. I tend to like sticking with the Amphibian series because they do have a 200-meter water rating on these watches, or more. If you ask the guys that say they strapped these to a submarine and gone into the depths. But extremely good price. You'll always find these watches well under $100. You do have to wait a couple weeks to get them shipped to you. They generally come from Russia, but I've never had a problem, at least with the two I've received. And I've actually not heard of many problems with people receiving these watches. That tends to be a really good, smooth process. So guys, if you're a collector and if you love watches, I think that having a Vostok, especially a Scuba Dude model or one of their submariner models or whatever they have, I know they got a paratrooper on the dials and stuff like that. I tend to like the old classic Scuba Dude, one of my favorites out there. But guys, definitely pick up a Vostok, stick it in your collection. Be a little patient in waiting for that watch to show up because they do take a while to get here, but very cool watch, and I never have regretted the purchase of my Vostok. So, all right, guys, take it easy. Have a good one. Give me a thumbs up down there at the bottom if you liked the video, and if you have not subscribed to the OFD channel, please do. Please do. All right, thanks, guys.